Today we will discuss about additional documents like except deed, mortgage, and power of attorney. You will get some more additional documents. I will tell you how to take those all documents by seeing legal description or names, like grantor grantee name. I will tell you how to take these all things. First, in that first document, we will see assignment of mortgage. What is assignment of mortgage? I already told that assignment of mortgage means if you want to change your bank, so then you will make one mortgages to between two banks. So that is called we call it as a assignment of mortgage, because if you are getting a less rate of interest means you will change your bank. So for that you will get one mortgage. For that mortgage we call it as a assignment of mortgage. Okay, so this is the assignment mortgage document. See here, see they have given everything here. First assignment of mortgage. See here. See, this is the previous bank. MTGLQ Investor is the previous bank. Now they are assigning for this new bank. See, Loan Acquisition Trust 2017 RPLI means previous for these two persons, borrower. For these two persons, they have taken a loan from previous this bank. So now what they have means they have after that, taking this loan, they have got knowledge like this bank is providing less rate of interest. So for that they have made one changes from this bank to from this bank they have transferred their loan. So for that only they have made one assignment of mortgage before the loan is in this bank. So now they have transferred the loan to this loan acquisition trust 2017 RPLI. So this is called assignment of mortgage. See, date of mortgage they have given 2005 May 2023. Loan amount $90,000. Borrower means these two persons are borrowers. See, they have given property address also. So this assignment of mortgage you have to check. You have to take by seeing legal description only. For your related property, you have to check. For this property, they have made assignment of mortgage. So you have to check legal description. Then only you have to take this assignment of mortgage. If you don't have if legal description is not matching to this assignment of mortgage, there is no need to take this one. Okay, so assignment of mortgage is nothing but only changing of bank. So if you are getting less rate of interest means then you will change that bank na. So your benefit only, so we call it as a assignment of mortgage. You have to take this mortgage by seeing legal description only and your address. Okay, so now we will go to one more. So notice of lispendence. I already told it what is notice. So what is lispendence? Okay. So notice of lispendence, how you have to take means you have to take by your legal description only. You have to check first legal description. You will get so many notice of respondents around 10, 20, 50. So particularly you have to open. Sometimes they will give outside only legal description they will give. Other if you they have not given means you have to open that particular document. Then you have to check your lot and block is matching or not. See your property address is matching or not. You have to check. Then only you have to take notice of lispendence. If you got release for this lispendence, then there is no need to take this one. So if you didn't get any what release, so you have to take this list maintenance. Okay. So this list maintenance also you have to check by legal description only. So lien agreement. So notice of lien agreement under state Florida, you have to check by this. This is also you have to check by legal description only. Legal description and your address. Sometimes they will give you your TMS number. If they have not given your TMS number, you have to check by legal description only. Okay. So some of the documents are like this, means you have to check by legal description only. If legal description is matching to your property, means you have to take. Otherwise, there is no need to take one. Okay. So this is trustee deed. Trustee deed, I already told it. Once you foreclose that property, means you are not able to pay that loan amount, then that property will go to public auction. Then I told, then they will made one deeds. So that is called trustee. You have to. This is also how to check by legal description only. See, they have given legal description here. Sometimes they will give TMS number. If you see here also they have given TMS number. I already told it. PIN number, parcel number, and TMS. All three are same. See, they have given address also. Okay. Some you have to check this one also by legal description only. Okay. Now we will go for corrective personal representative deed. Before this corrective personal representative due, we will go for one more. I will tell you later this one. Okay. See, first I will do personal representative dude. I already told that if you have like schedule, you have busy schedule, means you have so many properties and you are a business person, means at a time you will not able to go for all properties. Now, so for that you will made one person to as a legal representative, means behalf of you he can do all the documentation, check, signature, everything he will do. So for that only they will made this one personal representative. Otherwise some person will dead. If that person is dead, means for example Joyce Edith Hiccups is dead. So for that what he made personal representative deed to this person, Tony D. Valier. So after that, that also we can made as a personal representative deed. Okay. So now corrective personal representative means for this deed representative, if they made any mistakes like spelling mistake, like whatever some of the changes means. So for that they will made one more corrective, means they will mention here, means sometimes here for example I will tell you here 10 they have initial name is middle name is D. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it will be not D, only Tony Bullier is there. So for that they what they will do, they will made one more personal representative due. For that they will give corrective personal representative due. They will remove if that D is there means they will remove, if not is there means they will put like that only. So for that they will made corrective representative personal deed. Okay. UCC. UCC, I already told, like they will check your civil scores, like your bank details. For that only, they will make UCC financing statement. So UCC financing statement, you have to take by your address and your name. Okay. So you have to check your property address. See, here they will give, otherwise they will give, if not they have, if they didn't give an address means you have to check your name, your last name and first name you have to check. See your first name and last name you have to check. So then if first name last name is matching means you have to take. For UCC you will be that year criteria will be 5 years from recording date onwards, 5 years you have to check. See which year. See, they have made this UCC in 2024, April 11 up to 2029 April 11 you have to take this one. April 12 there is no need to take this one because 5 years 5 years over. So UCC financing statement you have to take by your name, legal description. If they now, if they didn't give a legal description, you have to take by name search, and UCC financing statement year criteria will be 5 years. Okay. So deed of trust. Okay. So they will made this property to trust. Sorry, once again. Yeah. So sorry. Deed of trust means I already told you DOT. We call it as in short name. We call it as a DOT. DOT comes under non-judicial. Non-judicial behalf of court. Here one person will be work. The person name we call it as a trustee. So this is mortgage. In judicial we call it as a mortgage. In non-judicial we call it as a deed of trust. Here see they I already told they will give three names, three persons involved: borrower, lender, and trustee. Borrower means the person who's taking the loan. Lender means the person, the institute who is funding the amount. See, group mortgage LLC, they are funding the amount. Okay. Trustee means the middleman. I already told behalf of bank and borrower, the person, one person will work. The person name we call it as a trustee. See, they have mentioned trustee also here. So this is a DOT. DOT means in judicial we call it as a mortgage. In non-judicial we call it as a DOT. Until satisfaction or release for this DOT, you have to take this one. Okay. Next we will move. So notice of commencement. I already told that like notice of commencement means when we start that construction. For before that they will make one notice. For this notice of commencement, in last section, last video, I already told that you have to check by your legal description and you have to check year criteria. So almost notice of commencement will be 1 year only. If they have given or not, you have to consider for only 1 year. Sometimes they will give year expire date for this notice of commencement. Sometimes they will not give. See here they have given 1 year from the recording dates. Means which date they have recorded in 2025. Last year July 7. So if you are doing this property search means you have to take this notice of commencement because still 2026 July is not came. Now we are in the month of February. So until July we have to take this property. Okay. Sometimes here in downside they will give expiry date also. If they are not given year means sometimes they will give expiry date. So notice of commencement you have to mention this notice of commencement in notice and agreement in report. I already show that in notice and agreement one blank one column is there. You have to mention this notice of commencement in that report. Okay. For usually notice of commencement is 1 year criteria. Year criteria will be 1 year. So next we will go for loan modification agreement. For example, you have taken one loan. Okay. After that taking that loan, some modification you have to do. Like whether it's a like spelling mistake or address, is there any rules and regulation limitation uh, you have to change it means you have to make some modification. Sometimes you will miss some points in that loan, some like in that previous mortgages or whatever the agreement you made, any agreement or you made any loan means you have to make some changes. So for that they will made one loan modification means they will not change that to same mortgage only or loan mortgage only. Say they will add one sub document because they can't do changes in that original document because that's already recorded. For that they will made one more modification document to, so they will attach that for that mortgage. So this loan modification you have to mention before mortgage only. Okay, well when you are making report, first you will mention that mortgage, then before exact that downside only you have to mention this modification agreement. Okay, see for example this is the mortgage. Okay, so in judicial we call it as a mortgage, in non-judicial we call it as a DOT. So first you will mention this DOT. For this DOT only they made one modification. So exactly this mortgage downside you have to mention this loan modification agreement because we have to know that for which mortgage they have made modification. For that reason only first you have to mention this mortgage. After that you have to mention this one. Okay. So for here they will give all information. Sometimes they will give what modification they have made. By reading the document, you will get like what are the modification they have made or what are the conditions they have made. See, they have given acknowledgement and productions of two modification. They have made this modification in previous mortgage. Okay. Certificate of title. So certificate of title means if your property goes to foreclosure. So then after in judicial, what they will means in judicial, if your property go to foreclosure means that grantor will become court. See, Circuit Court of the 14th Judicial Circuit and for Jackson County, state of Florida. So that property will go to foreclosure. The who is the highest bidder, that property will goes to that person. Here grantee will be new person means who is the highest bidder, the grantee will be that person. The grantor will be become court. In judicial, non-judicial, the grantor will become that trustee. Okay, in judicial the grantor will become the court. So we call it as it's a deed. Whenever you got this certificate of title, you have to take this one. This is a deed. Okay, this is a foreclosure deed. So certificate of title means this property went to auction. So on auction, that present owner, who is the present owner, he taken that. Okay. So here grantor will be become court, grantee will become the who is the highest bidder, that person will be become grantee. So we call it as a deed. Okay. So we you have to consider it as a deed. Certificate of title means deed only. So this property comes in highest, this property comes in foreclosure property. Okay. So next, subordinate mortgage. I already told us subordinate. What is subordinate mortgage? Means if you taken any loan, so for example, HSBC given bank loan to me, so I am not able to paying that loan. So then what HSBC will do means then HSBC bank will approach to JP Morgan. They will tell to like JP Morgan, they will give some kind of percentage. So what you have to do means you have to recover loan from me. They will tell to so XYZ person, so I have given this much loan to that person, so now he is not refinancing that loan amount. So what you have to do means you have to collect that loan amount. So in that loan amount I will give some percentage for you, like 10%, 2%, 3%, whatever the amount that is there, I will give that percentage to you. Then what JP Morgan will do means then they will recover the loan amount from that XYZ person. So for that only, this is the agreement between two banks from HSBC and JP Morgan. They have made agreement because from XYZ person is not able not refinancing the loan amount. For that HSBC made that to made one agreement between JP Morgan. He will tell to JP Morgan, see bro, see this person take a loan from my side, so he's not able to. So now he's not able to paying the loan amounts. What you have to do means you have to recollect the amount. Then you have to give me for this process. I will give some percentage for you. Okay. So for that they will made one agreement. So we call it as a subordinate mortgage. You have to mention before mortgage only. First you have to mention, for example, first you have to mention this mortgage, then you have to mention loan modification mortgage. So then you have to mention this one, subordinate mortgage. Okay. Manufacture of housing outlet. So manufacture of housing outlet means it will comes for like you have any mobile homes, for that it will comes. I will tell you what is mobile home. Mobile home means they can shift from one place to another place. Okay. See, this is mobile home. We call it as a mobile. Means we can shift from one place to another place. See, this is the mobile home. Means we can shift from this place to, we can transfer to another place. We call it as a mobile home. So I will tell you, see, for that we call it as a mobile home. Okay, partial claim mortgage. Okay, I will tell you partial claim mortgage means, so like one builder is there. Like for example, any LLC, South Carolina, no, Florida State LLC is there. So what they will means they will take around 20 to 30 loans at a time. Okay, they will take 20 to 30 loans at a time in same bank. So what they will means they will close one by one by one by one by one. Okay, so first they will, for example, they have taken for entire, they have taken 10 properties loan at a time, $10,000. What they will means, sometimes they will pay one by one. First they will pay repay the loan amount $10,000, then 20, then 30, then 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, like they will refinance the amount like 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. For 10,000 they will give one more, they will give partial claim mortgage. Means for in 90 $100,000, 10,000 he paid, for that they will give one more claim. Means this 10,000 he paid, so now he have to pay $90,000 for every 10, 10, 10,000 they will give partial claim mortgage, partial claim mortgage. Okay, for that only we call it as a partial claim mortgage. Loan modification agreement, I already told that. Easement means something like you have to check this easement by your property details only. If that lot and block and your legal description is matching, then only you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Keep in your mind, you have to check by your legal description only. All documents whatever I showed you now, so you have to check by legal description only. Okay, so easement means that only. I already told you someone is using that property. Okay, so like see here they are using Central Florida Electric Corporation, means something they have to in your property they have to put some any pipeline or drainage pipeline whatever. So they will use that property. Okay, for that only they will make one easement. Power of attorney next. Power of attorney you have to check by you have to check you have to take this power of attorney by your address only. If your property address is matching, then only you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Means for example this, see, 4804 Oak Haven Places, for this address only they have made power of attorney. Then if this proper address is belongs to you, you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Because you are doing this property address means then only you have to take. For example, this person making a power of attorney to so many address property address except this one, means there is no need to take one. Particularly for your address only he is making power of attorney, means you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Okay, power of attorney you have to take by your property address only. You have to check your legal description and property address, then only you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Okay, so this is also power of attorney. Homestead. Homestead, I told that something you are earning from your property, means you are giving any rent to your, for example, you have 4 floors, you are using only 1 floor, then all of 3 floors you are giving rentful. For this homestead, they will give. Okay. You have to check this one also, you have to check by your property address only. If you have your property, if your property address legal description is matching, means you have to take. Otherwise, there is no need to take this one. Okay. This one, substitution of trustee. When I am telling theory part, I told that you have rights to change substitution of trustee. Means if you are that it will comes in non-judicial only. Don't get confused. It will comes only non-judicial. It will not come in judicial. It will come only non-judicial, because behalf of court and bank, one person is working. That man we call it as a trustee. So if that person is not working well and you are not satisfied with that his work, then you have rights to change the substitution of trustee. Means for example, Robert is your trustee, he is not working and he is not responding your like whatever doubts you are asking to Robert, but Robert is not responding you, then you have rights to change that Robert. In place of Robert you can substitute like John, Smith, whatever, which person is working good, you can make that person in substitution of trustee. We call it as a substitution of trustee. Means that middleman is no, you are not satisfied with that middleman work, you have rights to change that person. So for that we call it as a substitution of trustee. Okay, so this is CCNR. CCNR means I already told convenient condition restriction. Means for example, for related property and any apartments is there, they will make some rules and regulations. Some particular rules will be there, like you have to do these all things, you don't have to do these all things. If you made any damages from this property, you have to pay this kind of things. So here also you have to check what you have to check. You have to check legal description and your address. If the address and legal description is matching, you have to take, otherwise there is no need to take this one. Okay, so these all are the additional documents, so you have to check by legal description only. Okay, except that UCC you have to check by name. If they have not given that legal description address, you have to go for that that grantee name. Okay, so these all are the additional documents. So UCC you have to take by your legal description only, and your property address you have to check. So this is mobile home. I already told you, for that manufacturer of mobile home comes for this property only.